Hello, my friends. It's another Saturday. Today, hi, how are we? We have Kiko here. Hello, and we have Stieg. Hello. Um, yeah, we're doing some things. I haven't started writing it today. We also have the what I am now calling the headband of floof productivity because um the floof is floofing so hard that I keep touching my hair to keep it out of my face while I'm working on stuff. And so I'm like, you know what? I have a headband I haven't touched in a hot minute. So it is time for the headband of anti-floof productivity. So, hi. Which I will admit looks really weird with my hat. It like it doesn't look half bad with the fact that I've had my hair also half shaved. You kind of can't tell, and it's fine. So we're here. I'm not vain at all. I mean, I'm not, but it's fine. Exhausted from work. Oh. I hope it was at least a decent day, even though it was exhausting. Still have stuff to do because D&D tomorrow. Love it. And I have to use the effing replacement service public transport because parts of the railway again are closed. I'm sorry. That sucks. Steve says I have written at a third of my my space today. This is the pace. Is the S optional? But I still have more juice left in me to squeeze. So let's go. We will definitely do the sprinting because I also have so much to do, so little time. Probably shouldn't have been working on setting up my laptop to do the audiobook yet. I probably should have waited till like the last part of this month instead of doing this all day. But it's where the spirit moved us. It's fine. Had some guy who was too lazy to read and threw a hissy fit. Oh, no. Still working on the scene that I'm supposed to have finished yesterday, and the scene that I'm supposed to finish today. So we're off to a great start. You got this. I believe in you, and we're gonna get those words today. Yes. Working on the fanfics as Kiko, more outlining stuff a bit because I found a solution to a giant problem, also known as a bit of a plot hole. I should say. You hope fill that plot hole. Um, had brain, and my brain's like no. Yeah. So today's plot goeth thusly. We're gonna do what we do here. We're gonna do the 45-minute timers. I am going to be working on chapter 16. So I did have to add a chapter, so it would have been 15, but now it is 16. Because one of the comments I got feedback was like, hey, nothing's really happened since stuff. So it would be good. It'd be cool if maybe you put something to show why exactly our party is hiding, to show that the world is still a very dangerous place. So yesterday, I added the chapter of this is a very dangerous place. So now I'm back to the cute start of the chapter, which I do have to reread a bit because I do want to address the stuff that happened in this chapter that didn't exist in the original draft, obviously. So I'm going to be kind of working on that today is the plan. I also have to expand my memory foam because I got some acoustic foam for the audiobook project, and it's just been kind of like sitting wrapped out of my way. And I'm like, well, today's laundry day and it's my turn to do the laundry, so perhaps I should do that because apparently you're supposed to throw them in the dishwasher. That is the 6th time I've done it. I have been calling the dryer the dishwasher every time this comes up in conversation. Because I had to make sure it was okay with my grandmother in order to do. So I apparently have to do that, but I might not need to do that. And if I don't need to do that, I'd rather not. I'd rather just let them sit out and expand themselves now. So that way they have all the time in the world to do so. And instead of using more energy that I don't need to. So, Texas, I am at 794 words for the day, though, and it's only just begun. I mean, obviously, you've been doing this more today than I have, but like the stream has only just begun, so therefore, you have more chance for words. And I think I can pull. From my first dreary for these sprints. Yay! We'll definitely do the do. Yeah, I don't really have like anything like super announcy. There's going to be some fun reels I was talking about on the Discord that starting in August-ish, we're going to have some out of context fun times over in first draft. Got it. We're going to have some out of context Incarnate for a while. For once I decide to start it, the plan is definitely part of me is like, I will do it in August for 37 days because I'll be recording the audiobook anyway. But then I'm just like, but we could do it sooner. And it's like, girl, we need to stop. Apparently my brain has all the ambition today because your girl is just like, but we could do this. And we could do this. And we could do this. And I'm just like, bitch of the hyperfocus. Can we hyperfocus on the thing we're supposed to be hyperfocusing on? We have 2 weeks to finish this draft. And I need to be working on the draft. The rest will fucking come later. Also, I forgot to charge my laptop last night. My laptop is at 29% at the moment. So it'll probably be dead before the time we end the stream. Which is fine. Nothing against that. I just, we are focusing on the things that, probably shouldn't focus on. We love an ambitious woman, though. We do. The problem is, my ambition is just looks at let's just say we look at a buffet of food with all of the fixings, all of the trimmings, but that my ambition is looking at a feast going, I can take it all on. Right. And then I walk up to the table post ambition to get my serving and going, I don't have the capability. I don't have the capability to do what my ambition wants me to do. And I always find out that at last minute, and that's why stuff that I've promised doesn't happen, because my ambition, expectations versus reality. Expectations are my ambition. Reality is what actually happens. So don't worry. Even if my laptop dies, okay, the stream is not going to change. If my laptop dies before the stream ends, I will move on and I will read some Hero of Ages today. Okay? The how long the stream is going to last is not predicated on the charge of my laptop. Also, I technically, in order to charge my laptop, I have to go set it aside. Okay? Because it does not reach the desk. So I would either have to set it aside or go sit on the floor. And nobody needs that. Okay. Oh, Hero of Ages. Good luck with the trauma. Yeah, I know. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine, and I wouldn't worry about it. I have yet to start it. As you can see, the bookmark is very much there. Let's hit myself in the face. But yeah. I will be doing the do. I will be starting it. It will be fine. I have my Audible on my phone, so I can do the audio booking while I do the thing. Set up a GoFundMe for an extension cord for this woman. I mean, the problem is, okay, see, I have my command center, right, which is this giant desk here with my 2 monitors and my camera, my microphone, all the fixings. There's so much shit plugged into the power bar that I have underneath my desk, and I cannot fit any more plugs. I think about that. Because like I could possibly remove the iPad charger because I've been putting the iPad upstairs. The iPad's been upstairs for about a month. So yeah. I don't know. Right now, and like it's so precarious. I'm like, if I take anything out, it will fall and then stuff will unplug itself, and I'm scared. It's not actually that hazardous, I swear. Command center. We're on board the Galactica. Emerald Crystal. The only Star Trek I've watched, and I'm more into Star Trek than I am into Star Wars. I have not watched Battlestar Galactica. I have only watched Voyager and Next Generation. Those are the only ones I have watched. So, yeah. She's currently on the bridge, Commander. I love you guys. Battlestar Galactica is a ride. I have heard my besties, my 2 brothers from the other side of the universe, like they are my best friends, right? They are big fans of Battlestar Galactica, I think. The pilot movie is endless, and the 4 seasons, and then an ending movie. Yikes on trikes. I mean, I'm not against a large world with multiple content. I am probably never going to watch Battlestar Galactica, mostly because your girl struggles with watching new shit. I have my comfort watches, and I have 7 books to write, and that is 9 times out of 10 as far as we go. I made the comment in the Discord saying it wouldn't be me if I wasn't late on Friends. That is the same thing as watching TV, watching movies. Like, it is a very special circumstance that I will keep up with something. I am also behind on Marvel, and I'm a Marvel girly, so yeah. Still loved it though, even though I hated the port of the audio. Like, there were no subs for the English one, ew. And then with their American accents, most of them I couldn't even understand. So it's hard to watch in German. Ugh. Of course, the audio dialogue equals up. Like is it the thing where it's like, yeah, I was going to ask, I mean, this is what you're referring to, isn't it? Somebody needs to explain to the people who do the audio. And I know that's probably a harder task than when, like, I'm not judging, but also people in movies and TV need to fucking figure out their audio bullshit, because I hate, that is one of the things that drives me nuts, is when the dialogue is all the way down here and it's super soft and you have to turn the subtitles on to understand, and then there's an action scene and you are bleeding out your eardrums. Like, I watched a video on it, so I can send it to you what you want. There is an audio tech person that explains it. I mean, sure. Part of me is like, I don't necessarily know if I care. I just want to be mad about it. Like, there is probably a reason, all the reason in the world as to why all the nonsense is happening. Okay? And just because I complain does not mean, I fault the people. I'm just like, I mean, even YouTubers do it. Like, you have your intro audio, right? And it's just like, and then you have like the actual person doing the talking, and then you're just kind of like, so like when, like, because I do that thing where you talk in the beginning and then your intro plays and then you continue talking in most of my videos, right? Other people do that too, and it's like talk soft, loud intro, talk soft, same thing. Drives me cuckoo. But I appreciate it. But I'll watch it anyway because most of these people are my friends. I was watching a review of The Odyssey, and the person said it was the loudest film they ever watched, and their eardrums almost burst. Not fun. Damn. I haven't seen it. I don't think it's out in Canada yet. Um, and I will probably watch it because there's quite a few actors that I like that are in that movie. But I will wait for it to be on streaming service. It's probably really good in theaters. But there's not many movies I watch in theaters anymore. Oh, and thank you very much. I will look at it later. I will do that. But for now, what do you say we get into our first sprint of the day and see about getting some work done? I wanted to watch it before I knew more all about it, productions, costumes, etc. I wait for Dune 3. Yeah, that is all very fair. Yeah, let's do. I'm already watching. Are you watching the trailer? Like, is that like your morning routine? Wake up and watch the Dune 3 trailer? I'm not judging. My Roman Empire. Valid. All right, let's get started on our first sprint of the day so Steve can get his words and get his scene done, and then I can do the things. And we're just gonna do the things. I don't have everything opened up yet, so bear with me. That is very bright on my face. Let's not have that full screen. Let's put that there. Okay. So I'm only whited out during the stream, but the sprint, but you're not actually like, seeing it. So I will put myself back on stage like a smart person, and it's already running. You little dick. Hold, stop. I need to do chores. Unfortunately, everything I can't do because tomorrow my friend is visiting to our train right away. Blah. All right. So there we go. We will be back after these 45 here minutes. So happy productivity, happy sprinting, happy whatever it is you've decided to do with your day. And we'll be back soon. That was the end of sprint number 1. How did we do? I got the few hundred words. Let me log back in. Oh God. Sometimes I can't trust my fingers to write the password. Continue. Skip that shit. Get your AI out of my face. Sorry. I'm gonna look up my word count, but get started. Thank you. Oh my God. Yes. Close. Open. Continue. Cancel. Open recent, please. There we go. Okay, we're good. So I got 280 words because my laptop needed to update. And I'm having a rough time. I also snacked. But I had this I'm trying to figure out this magic. Like I know how my magic system works. Hold on, let me see what the chat says. Fell into a rabbit hole, says Kyoko, and now I actually have to do research for the fanfic. I did watch that video. That video was very fascinating, by the way. Yeah. Oops, forgot to write. I was watching Bernadette Banner's rate. Steeg. You were saying during the trouble stream that you didn't want people to be like, oh, it's okay, like being super nice to you about writing and getting distracted and stuff. At least that was the gist that I got. Steeg, you're on deadline, sir. You have stuff to do. Do not allow yourself petty things like distractions. The videos will be there after you've achieved your goal for the day. What? Oh yeah, the audio video with the why we all need subtitles. Hi, Katie. Hello. Welcome. Yes, stuff to do. Crystal, how dare you use my own words against me? I'm just trying to be a good friend and colleague and stuff. Yeah. I also pulled out the little table that way I could charge my iPad and still have the iPad and actually still work on the iPad. So it's a little lower than my desktop is. So I kind of have to do a bit more hunchy. But uh-oh. Can you jump the gap? Here. Come here. Come around. Come here. Now jump from here. Come on. You could jump from. Azzy is having a moment. She doesn't understand why the table is where she jumps. Come on. So I'm not picking you up. If you can't jump up, it's not my problem. You have multiple ways to get up on my desk. Come on. There she goes. Because she usually comes up this way, and that's where the table is, so she didn't want to bonk her brains. In my heart of hearts, I know you're right. Of course you do. Because I'm just reflecting your own intention back at you. Because you got stuff to do. It's fine. Now I have cat. I mean, I am the biggest fucking hypocrite though, because I keep letting myself to get distracted all the time, and stuff doesn't get done. So, kitty, boo, tomato. I know. So here's my conundrum. Azzy, see now she's gonna walk across this table and try to get over toward my phone, ma'am. So the thing we're working on today. Yes, you do. I mean, I actually don't know. You do, right? If you don't, that's fine too. So my conundrum is I'm working on the magic, and Kira and Rafe are talking about sunlight and the effects of sunlight and why vampires in my world can't, like, they don't need to sleep during the day, right? So I'm having a bit of doing a bit of explanation there, and so we're talking about the sun curse, right? And the whole the context of this is there are half a dozen reasons for why it is. Most people think that older vampires have an easier time with the sun because they're older, or because they've existed back before they had to worry about it. As you made me lose my spot. So they have more tolerance to it than the younger generation. But you want to know what I think? I think magic is magic. No matter the spell, no matter if it's gods, vampires, or humans. It's all intent. The will of the caster and the will of the subject for the spell. The priest who is doing the spell work, who's only been at this for 20 years, is not going to be nearly as powerful as Darian, for example. Come here. So the magic is less effective. And so the thing that I'm thinking about is that makes logical sense for the magic system, right? He does. Katie, don't you don't your mouth in my mouth. So the concept is, like, you know, when you're casting like divine magic, it's super effective over those who are not really that powerful, which is why the baby vampires get burned like that fast, right? That's Rafe's idea of how the sun magic works. And then I'm like, well, if they cast it on the sun, trying to decide if that would still work in the logic. So that's why I ended up having to stop. Oh, put your words in my mouth. I thought that was probably what you were going for. But yeah, so that's kind of like where my brain is going with that's how I had to stop writing, because I'm like, wait a second. If the spell is on the sun, then is the caster part of my magic is intent? Does that even matter? And I got myself confused, so now I'm scared, and I don't know if it makes sense. Yeah, this is a new version of this chapter. This is a complete redraft, and Kitty says, "They are your words, darling. I am simply once again using your words against you." It seems like a theme. People using their words against Teague all the time. Yeah. Kieko says, "Okay, I found what I wanted to research. An extremely specific question / trope. That is probably not a trope because it is so specific. And now I have the momentum, so I have to write and copy it all down. You got this. We will definitely get started here in another minute or so." Damn the universe out to get me today. Not the universe. We're just not out to get you. Okay? Not out to get you. Out to help you with some minorly not so tough love. It's like, squishy love. So it's like, it's not like we're not being super, super mean. Okay? But we're just kind of nudgy love. There we go. Just nudge. Just a little nudge. He truly does give his biggest battles to his strongest soldiers. But at least on the bright side, we believe in you. So I realize I have locked myself into this corner. And I drank all my water. And I have drank all my coffee. There is no hydration on my desk right now. And I am having the big sad. I know, like, I could just move this teeny tiny little table, because this teeny tiny table is quite literally like this big. It's it's not a very, very large table. I could just go whoop, move it. But like I have my setup set up, you know? So I should do the thing. I also unpacked my phone during this break. It is so little. I know it's going to expand. But it's so little. Apparently it's gonna take 48 hours to expand if I do not put it in the dryer. Shimmy around it. Oh no, there's underneath this table is where those boxes are. So the only way to get out of here is to quite literally pick up the table and move it back, and then maybe do a little shimmy. So there might be a little shimminess in here, but yeah, definitely need water. Well, I mean, it's not super. It's cooler than it has been. I will say that. Do a salto. I don't know what that is. And if that is like a somersault where I just kind of like heroic leap over the table, I want you to consider my chronic ass stitched together with doilies and duct tape. Anywho, I will move it. So do you want water? So I will get off my ass. Yeah, sweetheart, bestie, my favorite Norwegian. Okay. I do not have the athletic capability for that kind of fucking nonsense right there. That'd be really funny, though. Just go, woohoo! Anyway. Oh, God, now my camera's blurry. Hey, focus, you little shit. I wanted to be dramatic. Now I broke my camera. There it goes. Okay, we're back. How about we get started on another sprint? So I can get some water. And we can get some words. We're gonna do the things. I mean, to be fair, in all seriousness, as much as I throw shade, as much as I throw all the shade, you know, you do you, boo. You know, if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. If your brain keeps going, oh look, fire truck, well then that's gonna happen. It's just gonna mean you're gonna keep pushing it back. So, but in the end, I know you can do it. I believe in you, and you're a badass. So, as he thinks so too, she meowed in solidarity of my statement. So now you have the cat's faith, you know, and cat's faith is a weird thing. Dang, I have the audacious confidence to believe I could do that. We believe we could. I mean, I just see it going horribly, horribly wrong, and there being crashing and banging and so. All right, new sprint. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. How are we doing on time anyway? Okay. Gonna make myself really small. Go wee. Sprint number 2. We'll be right back in 45 minutes. So happy sprinting, writing, vibing, productivitying, whatever it is you're doing, just do the do, and we'll be back. that was the end of sprint number 2. As you can see, my desk has been taken over. I'm glad I have the teeny tiny table now. Because the cat is sleeping on my desk. So how did that go? As far as lines go, I did get 718 words. Solved my little sun curse conundrum, as we do. Okay, the powers that be. By the powers that be, I wrote. I am so proud of you, Stieg. Good job. 1,008 words for the day. We love that. That is amazing. Got another art brief done, and brought groceries in and put away. Woohoo! Yay! Good job. We're doing really good today, guys. So yeah, let's see. Kira's inner monologue fun times. What Father Gavin told her made her head spin and a heart ache, and she needed to know if either he was a crazy supernatural hating priest or if she was in real danger from her sister, who was now sleeping across the hall. And then there was also her mother's stories, the ones she vaguely remembered from her childhood. Kira needed to know if all the different sources were connected and if the math added up. Because she has this like box of like journals and shit. So, yeah. And this priest basically told her that her sister was evil and should be handled finally. And so Kira's having like just a bad day. Bad couple of days. She's she has so many questions and nobody knows the answers. Also, we're gonna close that back up. And my camera's blurry again. Okay. So close to the end of the scene. You got this. We can do it. One more. We're gonna do like one more, maybe two. Depends on how much talking we do. More sprints. So another sprint and I'll get it done. Yeah. This cat. Still in the rabbit hole of research, says Kyoko. Stieg is giving us a line. A cold shadow crept across his arm, pulling him out of his thoughts. Shit. Something was coming. Ooh. Dun, dun, dun! Main character has a scar from a bite on his arm that works as a sort of danger alarm. At least it's my intention. Not that it's always represented in the text. That is really cool, though. I like that as a concept. That's nifty. Laura! Hello, Laura. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Doing the dishes. Hell yeah. It's like old people having pain in their leg or something that predicts bad weather. As someone whose knees always hurt when it's raining, I would rather be writing. Well, then do the dishes and then you can do some writing. Because I mean we're only going to be here for another hour. But like do that do. That's how he becomes the infamous bounty hunter he is. Well, that's cool. Because he's always on top of things because of the danger alarm. Though the bite came at the cost of his father's life, but we move on. Oh no, the drama. I love it. I love it so much. My camera is having the absolute shit right now because it's tracking her, but it's also, I'm sorry, but it's also tracking me. So I gotta like move my camera. This poor kid. Did I see your mood board from last night? I think you posted, it's your desktop-y one, right? I don't have Discord open on my computer because we're streaming right now. But I think it was like one of those things that I looked at, like how, like I think I was like already in bed or something at the time. I will find it. So I did see it. Do I remember the details? No. It's like a Gen Z zoom in, zoom out camera moment. It really is. And it's funny because, like, I don't understand why it's doing the whooshy. Like, if you could see her face, that kind of makes sense as to why the camera's trying to autofocus on it instead of me. Or maybe it's trying to focus. No, that wouldn't make sense either. I don't know. I don't know why it's doing it. But it is. This one. There it is. I found it. Oh dear. Yeah, no, that's Laura. Laura, I have questions. I don't know what any of them are, but I need to know more about the story. That's kind of hot and really cool. Says the vibes are immaculate, bestie. Yeah, that one. Crystal should always be the one in focus. She's the bee's knees with dragon wings. Though you are just the sweetest. You are so nice to me. Wait. Oh, let me try to without moving her too much. Let me see if I can put the camera back on us. Nope. So my camera framing, if you can see the dragon in the back, or in the right spot. Okay. So we're good. Even though you can't see it because of my head. But I might put up cat cam. If she stays here for the rest of this during the sprint, I might put it on cat cam. So that way you can see the sleepy bean as well as my face. So, because she's just taken, like, she's not even really, like, she's on the desk, but she's like a couple inches off the desk. If she were to like turn even a little, she's gonna like ooh, a dark academia thruple. Exorcisms, secret societies, late library nights, and haunted abbey ruins. I am here for this. I am here for this. I feel like I'm here for this just as much as I was here for Crimson Strings. I just give me the Laura content. Right? Katie's over here like, sign me up, Laura. Yeah, no, 100%. That sounds like fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. Oh my goodness, you guys. Problem with moving stuff around is now none of the stuff that I want is not in where I want it to be. I have that clanking is me moving my subwoofer back to where I can put my feet up on it. There we go. I'll be comfy for however long we continue talking. And then when we go sprint, I will be uncomfy again because I'll have to face this direction. How much more is my battery? Okay, my battery's at 89%. Even though I can't really use my desk anymore because cat. But, you know, murder, secret paganism, historical England. Laura, why? That sounds like it'll be a very fun read. Apparently, kick me. Apparently, oxygen is something I need. So the tickle in my throat. Yeah, you know what you're doing. You know. Steve, give me 14 of them, right? Just all of it. All of it. Here. I hear oxygen does a human good. Yeah, and apparently, choking on air and just like it's a thing that humans also do, and it's all stupid, and I hate it, and I would like to just be an eldritch being. Thank you very much. because that seems like an easier existence to have. I'm going to say it. Oh, yeah. I was going to put the timer back to where it's supposed to be. That way, when we're ready for the Sprinty Spronties, we can do the Sprinty Spronties. Yay. Also, more water. This water is brought to you by black cherry pomegranate syrup, and it tastes so good. No, don't send me back to the dishes. Honestly, I love black cherry flavored stuff. Black cherry flavored ice cream, black cherry flavored soda pop. I'm just a whore for the black cherry tastiness. I'm sorry, Laura, Steve says, but I need to write. And Katie is also curious how your ankle is doing, Laura. Are you okay? Are you well? I got a brace this morning and it's helping. Yay! That is good to hear. Cherry Coke, though, that's the devil's beverage right there. Full stop, I agree with you. Vanilla Coke is the only Coke worth having. And even then, I've actually moved on to vanilla flavored Pepsi. It's technically, well, I don't have anymore, but it was vanilla cream soda, but it's also Pepsi. And it is like the most fucking amazing thing on the damn planet. It's so smooth. It's not super sweet. It is just happiness in a glass. Coke did a vanilla, orange vanilla, but it was still just vanilla. I didn't taste the orange. What? Cherry Coke is the elite, y'all. To agree to dis. Cherry Coke is just cheap people Dr. Pepper. I said it. I super twisted my foot stepping out on the curb walking Roy last night. Oh no. Of course he wanted to cross the street. Oh, Roy. Oh, Roy. You out of your fucking mind for kid? Vanilla Coke is the Beelzebub's drink. Like I said, cream soda Pepsi's better. I only see that stuff on the shelves and I don't want to drink it. That's valid. Coke Zero all the way. Coke Light at gunpoint. Coke with no caffeine when I'm a good boy. All of my soda pops are to zero sugar now. I cannot stand regular sugar sodas. And Coke does weird things for my stomach half the time anyway. So my go-to soda pops are zero sugar Dr. Pepper, zero sugar Mountain Dew, or zero sugar cream soda Pepsi. Those are my 3 soda pops. Glad you're feeling better for Laura, and hopefully it continues to improve. Take that back. No. Fight me. Well, don't fight me. We're all allowed to have different opinions here. Though someone from my D&D group requested Cherry Coke Zero. And they're all dumb boys, Kyoko. They are distinct, beautiful drinks. Although I say that Coke with bespoke cherry syrup is the best. I don't know what that means. Ooh, Laura says, I will take cream soda or root beer or ginger ale. Oh my God. A&W root beer is top tier. Mugs is okay. Barks hurts my soul. Ginger ale. Canada Dry is the only ginger ale worth having. Fight me. But also black cherry ginger ale is a fucking amazing thing and just needs to be more than just every summer because I need more. And they need to make a zero sugar version because I need more black cherry ginger ale in my life. What'd I do? Okay. You fucked me up with the ginger ale. Love her. We don't have it in Norway. Oh, no, that is awful. It's fine. You can have all the Pepsi and I can have all the cherry Coke. See, there we go. We just have multiple cases, so everybody's happy. Well, I am the healer in the group because all the boys want Fireball, Hack Slash, Mood, and Cherry Coke. You're going to say no more. I like a homemade cherry syrup in the normal Coke is infinitely better than the cherry Coke from a can. I can see that. I will give you that a little bit because like, yeah, no, homemade soaps. Don't put soap in your soda. Homemade syrups are definitely like the top tier and will always improve drinks. Because like you're making yourself, and it's not that chemical artificial flavor crap bullshit. Hope you make all of them bend the knee to you or let them die. Yes, exactly. The healer controls the party. Okay. I am the druid. I just turn into an owlbear and eat them. Top tier, right there. Ginger ale is my baby girl. I love to sip her in the evening. My own personal nightcap. I love that. Soap in her sodas. Crystal shit's out here trying to poison us. No, do not put soap in your sodas. Syrup is the word I wanted. Soap is what came out. I will be over here pretending I know the English language and can speak it fluently. I am looking so forward to the flubs I come up with while working on the audiobook for Incarnate's Rise. I have a feeling she is going to be top tier, and it's going to be fine. I am also the only person with the cantrip guidance. Nice. Then guide everybody. Well, guide yourself and nobody else. You know, depends if you play the Critical Role rules. Irish Spring. Yeah. Oh, what's soap in the sodas? Irish Spring. Nah, that's what soda would match with Irish Spring soap, and why did I ask that question out loud? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This is empty. This has been empty all morning. I don't know why I reached for it. Irish Spring Italian cream soda, chef's kiss. Jesus, Laura. But you know what that reminds me of? You know what that reminds me of, though? At Tim's and I think McDonald's now, they have soda swirls or coffee swirls. I don't know what they're called at McDonald's, but I think that's what they're called at Tim Hortons, where you take soda, right? And you add dairy to it. And for some reason, that's where my brain went. I know that is like a thing in parts of Europe and Asia. But like, it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. Kyoko has to leave us. Bye-bye. I hope you have a wonderful day. I think that it is, well, I mean, I know that it is 2:22. Those are called dirty sodas in Utah. Yeah. Which, like, I'm not gonna knock it because we don't yuck yums here. And one of these days I will probably try it. I might try it on my way home from physio. On my way home from physio on Monday, because I'm curious. So, but we'll see. I think sometimes we do stuff because we can. When we should be stopping to ask if we should. That's a very Jurassic Park thing to say. Because didn't that come up in Jurassic Park? Cream and soda. Yep. Thank you. Go. I will yuck that yum. You are more than welcome to yuck the yum. I'm not going to yuck the yum. I'm going to question it. And maybe mock it a little bit. But, all right. Let's get started on the next sprint. I think what we'll do is we'll do a 40-minute. Just to make sure we have time. So drop it down to 40. Because if I do that, that should take us to 3 o'clock. Or do I do 35? Speaking of RIP Sam Neill. Which one's Sam Neill again? I have forgotten. Sam Neill. This guy. Oh no! That's big sad. Okay. Dishes, I'm sorry, Laura, but one more sprint. We gotta do one more. Steve has to finish his scene. Yeah, the main character from Jurassic Park. Look, I don't know actors' names all the time. Unless it's Tom Hiddleston. I mean, that's not true. I know a few more actors by name, but like who actors are by their name. But mostly I know them by their character and the movie they played in. So you're in my corner, not knowing things. But let's get our next sprint started. Maybe we'll do a 35. 40 or 35. Somebody make a decision for me because I am inept. Well, I'm not inept, but I can't make decisions. To be fair, he is a bit of the older, yeah. He is of the older. 40, says Stieg with a big fat exclamation point. So we will do 40. Yes. Of course I know who Alan Rickman is. Was. Sad face. I need extra minimal fucking arounds. We'll allow the fucking arounds, but minimal fucking arounds. Okay? We have a deal? Katie also says 40, so we're gonna do a 40. All right. Let me change the banner. 40 sounds acceptable. I'm glad we're all in agreement. Because I like the 40 and the 45. I think they're my new favorites now. Okay, minimal fucking around. Mostly finding it. That is acceptable. All right. We'll be back in 40 minutes. Happy productivity, happy dishes, happy sprinting, happy writing, happy whatever the hell it is you do. Just be back when the spooky music comes back. Okay? Okay. That was the end of our final sprint for the day. How did we do? I got, let's see, the Existential Dread is so much fun. Right, that's where we are. Okay. Scroll down. Another 655 words were written, which puts me at 1,1600 at current. I might keep going later, at least to finish this chapter. So I'm not going to put my word count for the day in yet. I also have a cat that is currently sitting on my hand, or trying to sleep on my hand. She's using my hand as a pillow. Oh, stop your whining. There you go. You can have the other one. So it's kind of hard to... I was able to get my table back, but now she's back on the desk sleeping. If I knew she was going to come back, I would have kept the table. But my laptop is fully charged now, so yay. Boop-a-doo. Scrolly. 12 minutes in, and I completed the scene. Hell yeah, Stig, that is awesome. And we have a line above him. The clean sky above looked down at him before gravity pulled him back further, sending him rolling down the slope. Dirt filled his mouth and his head scraped along the ground. Oh no! He grunted as he picked up speed, each bounce of his limp body prodding at the new limb. Throwing himself sideways, he tried to stop the fall. An explosion of pain cracked through his head as he hit the icy water of the river, and the world around him turned black. Sorry for the line. It was the end of the scene. No, that was neat. And now I get to fuck around for 26 minutes or find out the next scene. Which you end up with. Also completed 66.6%. That is an amazing number, and I approve of my novel now. That is awesome. As he is determined to sleep in my way. Let's see. Switch hands again. 1,328 words for the day. Steve, that is awesome. Do. See, I can't. These lines are really spoilery. I can't really give them. Which means that I have 30 days left to write the last 33.3%. Can I make it? Yes, you can. I believe in you. And if you can't, you do have that email prepped. So, yay. I have the neediest freaking cat right now. She is very much demanding all of the attention. Yeah. Also, Steve emptied the dishwasher, updated the shopping list for tomorrow, and tidied up the kitchen a bit. Nice. Actually, no, I could read this one. He's on his way up, Rafe said with a small grimace. He wants to know if you can find the restoration spells in Annabelle's spellbook. Sure, I can look. Kira grabbed the spellbook and flipped open the cover. The second her fingers touched the leather, the pages flipped as if caught in a wind. A spectral figure tapped the page in front of her as soon as they settled. Over her shoulder, Annabelle's ghost appeared. Kira yelped, startled. I really wish she would stop doing that. What? Rafe asked, confused. Annabelle's ghost. She just appears whenever I engage with the book in the most standard horror movie jump scare kind of way. Because when you have a haunted spellbook, you need to see the ghost. So, here we are. I think that is like the least spoilery thing I can say in the entire freaking chapter. Because this chapter is talking about the metaphysics of whether or not vampires are actually dead or not. If a person is more or less than just their memories and their soul, it's a bit of a heavy chapter, and yeah, at least in like it's a bit of an existential chapter, I feel like, but it's really fun, and I'm not done yet, so I might keep going. But for now, if nobody else has any content, comments, questions, and/or concerns, I think we are at our time for the day. I'm gonna close my laptop, maybe at least for a bit. Oh, is she getting up? Are we getting up? Birds everywhere. Look at you. It's like I can't decide if I'm up or down. So anyway, we're gonna stop. If you need more streams, give me 1 second. Because of course I'm gonna reopen Discord to do this. But also, it's okay. Thanks for the streams, Queen. Of course, you are very most welcome. If you need more streamy fun times, copy link. There it is. Then over in in 48 minutes. In 48 minutes, Miss Katie Ann is going to be doing her stream. I might be there. We will see. Because 4 o'clock is usually when I make supper, so it would be after supper. So we will see if it's belly full, eyes closed or not. If I have the energy, I will probably be in the chat. 10 p.m. This minute late for my brain. That is totally valid. So, anywho, I'll be back on Monday, same bat time, same bat channel, 12 p.m. Eastern. I think I'm streaming on Inevitable Books' channel. Zara over tomorrow at 9 a.m. I don't remember off the top of my head. And I'm feeling I gave one link for today's. I can't remember if I'm streaming or not for tomorrow. I think it might be next week. But anyway, we'll be back Monday, same bad time, same bad channel once I get home from physio. So until next time, we'll do the thing. I love and appreciate every single one of you. We will see you guys in a video stream, reel, wherever the hell it is. You find me next. Bye, guys. Where's the